The eager little children don't always want to listen, and though they're only children, they can teach us all a lesson. So watch them very closely and look into their eyes. Though they are little children, they can be very wise.
Do you know what children want more than anything? They want you to know that they know. Because they're born knowing, and they still believe that they know, and they're still intuitive. And when you say to them, well, I might have chosen a different way, but I can see your clarity, and I can see your power, and I believe in your ability to make choices. And I can't see your road very well from my vantage point. I trust you. Can you imagine how that must sound to a child who adores you, who's being torn apart because Source is calling and somebody else that they love is not wanting them to go? Do you fear so much that if they followed their natural intuition that they would go wrong? So many parents do. So many parents believe that what's downstream is bad stuff. We've never seen children go astray who weren't pushing against parents or pushing against some authority.
The eager little children are passionate and trusting. The eager little children are honest, they are loving. So watch them very closely and look into their eyes. Though they are little children, they can be very wise.
As we watch parents and children, we know that the children are the teachers because the children still remember the call. The children are much more likely to be in alignment than the parent, and it's so odd to watch the parent laying down all the rules when the children really have all the answers. Talk about a generation gap.
Right.
So life experience causes them to add to vibrational escrow, and the collective vibrational escrow is this vibrational stance from which all of the children are being born. So if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would go to our children immediately and we would say, I've rethought this. We would say, my impulse is to protect you from being absorbed into too narrow of a life. But the flaw in my reasoning is that you should see life through my eyes, which you can't do. And conversely, my flawed reasoning is that I could see your life through my eyes, which I can't do. So I've decided to let you use your own eyes and live your own life. Just know that above all things, I wish you well-being. And I've decided that it's going to be up to you to know whether you're finding it or not. And you probably remember this. I forgot it for a while and I'm remembering it now. I can tell when I hook into something that's beneficial by the way it feels. And I remembered that you can too. So I love you. Be well. I'm setting you free, my chickadees. And in the moment you do that, you will feel so much better. Because to take on yourself the responsibility of protecting someone who you can't protect, of keeping them from something that you cannot keep them from, is you going upstream.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It'd make you want to run away, actually.
Thank you.
Children are the teachers. The children are the ones who know the secrets. They are the ones who will lead the way. The children are the keepers of the earth. The children know the wonders of the world. They've always been the ones who know the way. The children are the guardians of the world.
Les enfants sont l'avenir sur terre. Les enfants nous montrent le chemin. Les enfants sont l'espoir, la lumière. Les enfants sont la voix de demain.
Los niños son la voz de nuestra tierra. Los niños son su canto. Los niños son la voz de la esperanza. Nos enseñan amor, paz y libertad.